Okay, so let's talk about an important product for sports people almost. And this product is called Xtra Mile. In the last 10 years, I've been talking about the importance of sports, of practicing sports to be in a healthy body weight, okay? And now that we are suffering an COVID-19 environment, we are realizing the importance of being in shape. It's very sad, but it's very true. We need to be in shape, not only for COVID-19, but for our life improvement, okay? So I have to tell you again, practicing sports is very healthy and it's very important for life. So you must take care of your body weight, okay? Next, please. However, if exercise does not come along with an appropriate nutrition, it can be harmful for your body, because your body needs energy. Your body needs protein to be healthy. You have some demands, dairy demands of nutrients, but if you practice sports, these demands increase. Sometimes we don't achieve these very demands every day, and we start practicing sports. So the damage is obvious. You will suffer of several conditions or illnesses if you don't give your body what it needs to be healthy. And it's very important also when you practice sports, okay? Next. To practice sport, you must be very careful. You must realize in your age and your actual physiological status, because you have to start practicing sports according with your age, with your physiology in the very moment you start, and in the story of practicing sport, because maybe you have practiced sports along your life or maybe not. So you have to think about all these conditions to start practicing sports. See? Or had it ever happened to you that, next please. Next please, Mariana. Okay. Sometimes happens before working out, you feel like you're not ready. You have not started the exercise, but you are gone, you are done. Okay, you are not ready yet, and look for excuses to postpone it. You don't want to start because you are not in shape, because you are not in the mood, or just because you feel tired. Okay. So it's a bad symptom. It's a bad symptom for your body. Your body is telling you something, and you must hear your body. And as you exercise, you feel like you're done. You cannot complete your routine because you're done. You're done before the time you planned, because you're tired. You feel tired. And when your body, when your mind is tired, then your body will feel tired, because your body does exactly what the brain says. It's very important, the level of energy and nutrition in general to practice sports. Next. And after exercising, you feel exhausted or realize you suffer pain or wounds, okay? Sometimes you leave the gym promising you will never come back again because you felt bad, because your legs are tired and feel pain all over your body. You don't want to come back to the exercise, you don't want to practice sports anymore. Or sometimes exercising does not give you the result you expect. You don't lose weight, you don't run faster, okay? And all those are symptoms that you are doing something wrong. Maybe the routine is not according to your age, to your status, or maybe you are not helping your body giving the nutrients it needs for a satisfactory routine. So I tell you again, you have to hear your body, yes? Next. Okay, and there's another factor important because when you exercise, mostly when you practice aerobic sports, your body generates a lot of free radicals. And you know, free radicals are the agents of aging. I hope I said well, okay? Are the agents of aging. So you start looking older than you are because you are full of free radicals, and aging starts to be faster in your body than in your friends. You look older than your friends. So it's very important for practicing the sports. It's very important to have the antioxidants intake according with your activity. It's very important. Next, please. Our scientists, our team, studied the behavior and the diet of athletes to know what is better to eat every day to help your body to achieve very important results. Next, please. And we found several solutions for the body's needs, okay? Next, please. And we reunited all this knowledge in our sport line Pro-Edition. Our full line is composed by the products you have in your screen, okay? We have proteins and we have 3 functional beverages. They are not only isotonic beverages, okay? But they are more than only isotonic beverages, okay? And tonight I want to talk to you about one important beverage. In fact, I am drinking this beverage tonight, and it's called Xtra Mile because it's not only for sports, okay? Next, please. These products, all these products are healthier products from a natural source. Everything inside the product comes from a natural source to provide you with more efficiency during your favorite sport practice to achieve better results and top health. It's very important to you to know everything inside the product is natural and is healthy. Every ingredient is in the product to help you to achieve your sports objectives, okay? Next. Okay, and these products are designed to help you achieve the result you expect in less time. We're talking about losing weight or running faster or etc. Everything you want to achieve, these products are designed for, okay? Next. When talk about this extraordinary product called Xtra Mile, okay? Next, please. If you don't know me, I want to tell you now that I'm a 21-kilometer athlete. I run, that's my favorite distance, half a marathon, okay? And I have to train very hard every time I have this kind of runs. In fact, I try to run one of these distances per year. And I have to start running seriously, as I call it. I have to start 6 months before the very run, okay? And when you start practicing and you start running with this goal in your mind, that's running a half marathon, sometimes you feel, when you train, you feel that you are done before you get to the goal, okay? You don't have the opportunity to give that extra mile because you feel tired and you feel not in the correct mood to continue running, okay? That's when your brain is talking to your body, and your body always listens to your brains, okay? Entonces, and excuse me, and then you know you need extra help to achieve your goals. Next, please. Okay, Xtra Mile is here to help. You set the objective, and Xtra Mile puts the extra energy you need. And what is exactly Xtra Mile? You have the composition there. It's the main ingredient in this product is called palatinose. In a few minutes, I will explain to you what palatinose is. And we use also coconut water as a source of electrolytes, natural source of electrolytes, organic minerals, and vitamin C. Remember what I told you about free radicals. When you are training, you are generating inside your body thousands of free radicals. You have to control, okay? This beverage called Xtra Mile is made from palatinose, a low-index carbohydrate obtained from wheat, and provides balance and sustained energy to perform longer. So let's stop here for a few seconds to talk about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the natural source of energy for the body, and you can define them according to the speed they release glucose in your bloodstream. Okay, because you eat a bread, you eat pasta, and in a few minutes, okay, you will have a lot of glucose in your bloodstream. It's natural because your body needs energy, and glucose is the natural source of energy for the body. But this release speed, okay, the release speed varies between carbohydrates. So you have one kind of carbohydrates that releases glucose in the bloodstream very fast, okay? That kind of carbohydrates are called the high index carbohydrates, okay? High index, because they release a lot of sugar or glucose, or as you like to call it, okay, release a lot of glucose in your bloodstream very fast. So they are called high index carbohydrates. In the other hand, we have the low index carbohydrates. That means that these carbohydrates release glucose in your bloodstream very slowly, very slowly. So you never have these peaks of glucose in your bloodstream, and it's very good. And maybe you are thinking about diabetic people, and let me tell you that this product is also useful for diabetics, but it's not a medicine for diabetics, please. Okay, but this a diabetic person can use also Xtra Mile because it's composed by a it's composed by a low index carbohydrate. That's the key. That's the key characteristic of palatinose. But this is very useful for people who practices sports because its daily consumption will help you maintain a natural and long-lasting energy level. And every sport person wants to have a long-lasting energy level, but I think if you practice or not sports, you need this long-lasting energy level. Everybody needs energy, okay? Mostly in these very days when everybody is worried about the news. That explains why I'm drinking Xtra Mile in this moment, because some people tell me, and doctor, why don't you drink Beta Extra T plus? But why are you drinking Xtra Mile? What's the difference? Okay, I tell you. Beta Extra T plus gives you that peaks of energy that last several hours. So if I use Beta Extra T plus in this moment, maybe I will have some troubles to sleep within 2 hours. But this kind of energy in Xtra Mile, I call smooth energy because it's sustained the time, but I don't have peaks of energy. So when I go to bed within 2 hours, I will sleep very, very easily. That's the difference. This is a smooth kind of energy, different than Beta Extra T plus. I call Beta Extra T plus a kind of explosive energy. I drink it in the morning when I want to start doing my job, okay? That's a moment for me to drink Beta Extra T plus. But this is a very good moment to drink Xtra Mile because it's a smooth energy. Perfect for this moment. Okay, let's continue. Please, the next. And it helps you also to balance glucose levels because nobody wants these peaks of glucose. No, we don't need this explosive raise of the glucose in your bloodstream. You want these balanced glucose levels along the time. And when you practice sports also, because when I'm in a competition, I usually have these little bottles in these special bottles. I don't have the name in English. This is a special kind of bottles you carry with you during a competition, okay? And I have one bottle with 2 or 3 of these sticks of Xtra Mile, but I don't use them in the very start. I used it about 60 minutes after starting running, okay? Because that's the moment I feel my energy is going down. So I start drinking Xtra Mile in that moment after an hour running to balance my glucose levels because I need a sustained level of glucose in my blood to finish running, to finish that 2.5 hours. That is mostly the time I take to achieve the goal. Okay, something happened with the presentation, Mariana. Okay, so it's important because it helps me to reduce fatigue during exercise. That's the key word when we talk about Xtra Mile. reduces fatigue during exercise. Okay, and then I use it, and I invite you to use it to reduce fatigue or just to give an extra shot of energy during the day or the night. So it's a very useful product. And remember, Xtra Mile also supports electrolytes, and electrolytes are important when you are in a very hot environment, because you sweat, and when you sweat, you lose electrolytes. So this is an excellent opportunity to give your body electrolytes again, along with water. Okay, the very difference between this beverage and the commercial beverages you see on TV is that this beverage only gives you 20 calories. I guess less than 20 calories versus more than 100 calories of the regular beverages. So it's very important to you to know that this helps you also to control your body weight, because Xtra Mile gives you only less than 20 calories. It's a very important fact from the product, okay? Next, please. And this is palatinose. Palatinose, as I told you before, is a sugar substitute from beet. Okay, you are looking at the picture of the beet, and the release of this energy in the body is slower. The behavior leads to have a steady energy supply to support longer trainings with extreme intensity levels without feeling of hunger or tiredness, usually present at the final part of the routine. It is very common, and Xtra Mile prevents that status, okay? So you always have energy and in a good mood while you are doing your exercise. The effect of regular carbohydrates lasts a few minutes, but palatinoses lasts very longer. That's the main difference with regular carbohydrates, for maltodextrin, for example, and this kind of carbohydrate called palatinose that is also patented. It has a patent being a carbohydrate extracted from beet, 100% natural. Okay, next, please. It's very important for you to know that also the electrolytes comes from a natural source, like the coconut water from the Amazon, Peruvian Amazon, and it's a natural source of electrolyte incorporated in the product. Okay, 100% natural. They are not chemical electrolytes. No, they are natural. They come from the coconut. Next, please. And we use a special source of sodium. It's not chemical sodium, but it is maras salt or sal de maras en español. Okay, it's a natural source of sodium that comes from the top mountains of Cusco Sacred Valley. Okay, I have the main icon from Cusco, that's the sacred city of Machu Picchu. Okay, but Machu Picchu, excuse me, but the Sacred Valley also has a very important salt source called it's a town called Maras, and Maras salt comes from this village, and you see the color of this kind of salt is very special. It's kind of pink, and it has a very particular composition. It's special. Gives foods a special taste, and it's important because it's an extraordinary and natural source of sodium. Next, please. And also Xtra Mile is also source of other electrolytes like potassium coming from banana, sodium, as I told you, calcium and magnesium. Magnesium and zinc coming from dried fruits, and calcium and sodium coming from citrics, and potassium and calcium coming from bananas. Important for you to realize that everything in the product comes from a natural source as you have in your screen, okay? Next, please. Okay, so beat yourself with Xtra Mile. Use Xtra Mile if you practice sports. Use Xtra Mile also if you don't practice sports, but you need during the day extra shot of smooth energy, no explosive energy, but the smooth energy as I use the product tonight, okay? It's important for you to know, again, that everything in the product is from a natural source. This Pro-Edition line of FuXion are clean label products. Everything in the product is perfectly natural, okay? Next, please. So finally, I have to tell you to recommend you to practice exercise or some sport, maybe the most likely for you, and keep in shape. We are living and will keep living in a COVID-19 environment also for 1 or 2 more years. So you have to be in shape. You have to reduce your body weight, and you have to give work to your lungs to be ready in the case you get infected with this virus, okay? Así que, so get the most of your training, okay? Thank you, everybody, for your attention, for your assistance tonight, for your attention. Excuse my English, I'm not accustomed to speaking English, but I promise to you it will be better in the next meeting. Okay, thank you a lot for your assistance tonight. And if you have a question, and let me tell you, I'm very disappointed because I usually do not receive questions in English in your virtual office. Okay, I don't know if you know that you can write your questions through the virtual office, and I will help you with my answers. So feel free to write every day if you have any question about products. Okay, I write better than I talk, so I promise you will understand my answers. Okay, so feel free to write every day, also in English. Okay, Mariana.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I can read you some comments. They are very happy to hear you in English. They say it's very valuable information and that you did great. That was great. Thank you so much. Please speak in English anytime. We really appreciate it. I will definitely write questions to you. Thank you so much, Dr. Columbus. We have great comments. If you have any questions, maybe we can answer a couple of questions, Doctor.
Okay, perfect.
Yes? Okay. I have one here. Can you gain weight by taking Xtra Mile?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because the product only gives you less than 20 calories. Less than 20 calories. That's very low. If you drink a Coke, okay, a regular Coke, it means, excuse me, I mentioned the beverage, but I want you to be clear in this. If you drink a personal Coke, it means 150 calories. 150.
That's a lot.
It's only one tenth. Yes, 1/10 of the calories. okay? So it's impossible to gain weight drinking this beverage, okay? It's impossible. Don't feel afraid because I told you it has carbohydrates. Yes, it has carbohydrates, but they are in a very little amount, okay? And they are a low index carbohydrate. So feel free to drink also if you are diabetic, okay?
Okay, perfect. I have another question from Clark Albert. Okay. He is a black belt of Korean martial arts for 30 years now.
Whoa, whoa. Congratulations.
He's now 37 and he used to use pre and post sport to not feel pain after training. He did a really hard training, and after 3 hours, he used them for a few days and works amazing. So he says that Xtra Mile is the next step. And he wants to know how long does, for a 3 hours of martial arts, how long does Xtra Mile last during a workout?
Okay, I recommend to drink 2 sticks together after after the first hour, and then 2 more after the second hour. It will be enough, I think.
Okay, so that pretty much answers Paola Carmelino's question that says, so are we supposed to take this after exercise? No, the answer is during exercise.
During exercise, yeah.
Perfect.
During. You have post-sport after exercising, but you have Xtra Mile during the exercise to give the extra mile.
The Xtra Mile. And our last question, can you repeat about why it's good to use Xtra Mile if you do home office work?
Okay, that's an excellent question. Okay, let's see. Tonight, I wanted to be very full of energy, but I don't want to take Vita Extra T Plus because I have troubles after drinking this beverage at night. I have troubles to get sleep. Okay, I have trouble because it's a beverage that raises explosively your energy levels, and it lasts for 2 or 3 hours for me in my case. Okay, and then I have troubles to get sleep. So this kind of energy in Xtra Mile gives you not explosive energy. It's a sustained energy for a few hours, but you don't have a peak of glucose or a peak of energy. You have a smooth kind of energy. So I have enough energy to work until it's more than 9 o'clock at night, but I have a good level of energy. So if you have troubles with your energy levels doing your home office work, you can drink Xtra Mile along the day, not to have these peaks of energy, but to have sustained levels of energy along the day. It's a very smooth kind of energy. And let's go beyond, okay? Think about a person who has heart troubles, okay? Heart troubles, and this kind of person, remember, does not have the chance to consume Vita Extra T Plus, because this explosive kind of energy can be deleterious for their heart. It's not good, okay? So this is an excellent alternative for persons who have this kind of heart troubles but need extra energy. So you can recommend Xtra Mile also for this person who wants to take care of their heart, but they need extra energy. This is an excellent option.
Great. Okay, that was our last question. Thank you so much, doctor. We hope to see you very, very soon.